Hey there everybody, my name is DepMythMoon, whatever you really want to call me, and today I'm going to be going through sketchbook number 7. This is going to be my 4th completed sketchbook thus far, and the 3 before that, we don't really talk about them. This is a Grumbacher, however you want to say it, sketchbook. It's a mixed media, 90-pound paper, I think maybe 40 or so pages. It's an in and out sketchbook, and I cannot say necessarily that I recommend it for me personally, because it doesn't lay flat because of this thick part here. So you can't really have it flat out. You can't fold it on this back. The only really thing you can do is take out a page and just use it individually, and that's good for some people, good for some times, but not really what I wanted in the sketchbook. So I mean, hey, if you like working one page at a time, taking them out and putting them back in, this may be for you. I don't know. I use a mixture of watercolors, barely, mainly alcohol markers, a little bit of color pencil, and my Tombos, and then some various other supplies here and there. But here we go. Let me stop talking too much because you can't get rid of me that easy. Since this is the, I don't even know, 3rd time that I'm recording this, I did go ahead and mark off some of the goals. So I did fill every page. I did try to do more studies, even though I had those mostly in another sketchbook. I did draw full bodies. I mean, technically, they're very stylized, and not all of them are anatomically correct, but I tried. I don't really know about this one. I did try a background towards the end of the sketchbook, so go me. Showcase, yeah. I never do this one. It scares me too much. And then animals and practice watercolor. Yeah, there may be like one animal in here. This is the welcome page to my sketchbook. I've noticed a lot of people have like a little character or mascot for their sketchbook, so I wanted to do that for this one. And she is a long-standing mascot because I got this sketchbook from Art Snacks, and you'll see at the end what she looked like initially. This was a drawing challenge that my friend wanted me to do, where it was something about fairies based off of, I don't even know anymore. This was hers, this was mine. And so I did a digital piece, and if I'm not feeling lazy, I'll go ahead and insert it there. Then over here, I left it for nearly a month, October there, then November here, and that's gonna continue throughout this whole sketchbook. It took me a year and 5 months. So drew myself a little bit, different styles, referenced most of them, I think, or some of them at least. I had good intentions for the start of this sketchbook. I really did. I wanted to face my art fears, and hair is something I struggle with to this day. So I wanted to try it. Didn't go too well, but I'm glad I did it. And of course, Dialing Number 9 on Instagram. Oh my God. I love their art so much. So I had to study how they do hair and like the lines that they choose. I didn't do it any justice, but I like that it's there. Uilani, he is one of my shared OCs with my best friend. I did reference a lot of these poses from Pinterest. There's a bit about him if y'all want to read. He's immortal. That's all you really need to know. This is a redraw. I did a bunch of thumbnails and decided I want to try redrawing it. And this was initially just a thumbnail to check the colors, and I decided I'm too lazy to make a full piece, so I just left it here. And again, if I'm not lazy, I may insert the original here. May not. I hate this page. This is supposed to be my OC Ogaki, and I was trying to get a more realistic version of how he looks, and that is not it. That is not it. I hate this spread even more. This is supposed to be my OC Kiara. I was having a lot of trouble with her because I can never draw her right. I was raging because of some reason or another, mostly the drawing. And this, I just don't even have words. But I don't know how many people are coming from the last sketchbook tour. I said when I have bad art days, I somehow turn it around, and the next page or so is usually something I'm super proud of. And this right here, oh my gosh, holy grail right here. I use watercolor and a mixture of color pencils, the Arteza ones, and man, I love this drawing so much. I just love this character a lot. Oh my gosh, I should have drew her more in this sketchbook. Of course, this really dates the sketchbook because this was in the FNAF phase. And no, I regularly keep up with the timeline. I'm sorry, I'm one of those. And then this artist Stress Pigeon had like the base colors and what color you should shade it with. And I tried it here in this piece. I don't know if I continued using it, but I think it's a good resource. This is the sketch of this that I scanned with my printer because I was scared I was gonna mess it up and I wanted to keep the sketch just in case. Now remember, this gave me a lot of trouble. Like a thing with the in and out pages, like they rip out, you gotta constantly like, I don't know, and then just putting them back in, I don't know. There we go. And they regularly come out at the bottom and stuff, so just not for me, for real. This is a edgy page. I just saw this little cap on Pinterest and decided to make it a drawing. Yeah. And of course, I had to thumbnail the colors to make sure I didn't mess it up because I liked it. The hand we can ignore. A bunch of movie tickets. There was more, but this is after I realized I could not draw on a page by putting tickets there. Haha. You know, I'm finding ways to cop out in this sketchbook. This is my OC Creed. You can read about him. He is a villain in that shared story with me and my best friend as well, because I was really trying to get the designs down. They've always been like written out, but never drawn. So I tried. I don't know. He may change. He may stay the same. But this is the only time I've drawn him. This was like a water thing that I saw on TikTok, and they were using Posca markers, Posca pens. And I tried it, but it doesn't look right. I think I did too many bubbles. Oof. If we just, yeah, whatever. I got on Pinterest because I was in an art block. This is from March. This is May. And I just copied some stuff from Pinterest because, yeah. This is a 3-color pencil challenge that I did. My mom picked the colors that she wanted in these, and then she pulled at random for these. And I just made characters with them. Not too happy with them, but you know, they're there. This is also art block period. I was trying to force myself to draw again. And so this was when I was watching Comey Can't Communicate a lot. I don't know why Kirby just pops up constantly. When I hear a joke about my mental health, that's not a joke. Depression. Wow. Top tier comedy right there. And of course, you know, the iconic scene. I wanted to practice my dynamic poses, or just posing in general, because every time I draw a full body, it's mostly stiff. So I wanted to try it. Dramatizing certain things. This one is super, you know. I love drawing like lines and angles, so I went ham with that. This is my favorite. Tried it again with my OC Artemis and decided to just randomly give him a tail. No reason. Just wanted to see what it looked like. And we can ignore these. I don't know how. It just wasn't working out, and so I had to write a note to myself, like, basically, you're bad now, but think about how bad you were years ago. So that's what I did. And it does help. It does help writing these notes to myself. This is my OC, my shared OC with my best friend Jen, and it's like I see all these errors now, and that's just because it's been so freaking long. Almost a year ago now at this point. Read about her if you like. This is a random character. Took some expressions off Pinterest. I was supposed to turn them into my OCs, but this one was coming out so bad I just gave up. Referenced on Pinterest. Just random Poscas. These are all doodles I did at one of my old jobs. I'll be surprised if y'all might be able to read them. Who knows? Depending on how close you get to your screen. Nothing too serious. My coworker made that. If we just ignore that, it's okay. I wanted to try watercolor again, do a watercolor portrait, and I leaned heavily into the color pencils, and that it is so textured in her face. But I do like the color. This is my OC Kiara with Uilani. Yeah, it's not her man. She just fiend for him a little. Tried working out her hair, getting everything together, but I tried the characters interacting, but nah. His shoulder is probably dislocated like a mug. I don't even know. Her face, just ugly. And of course, working on expressions, that was a goal. So I don't know if I can really count that. We'll see. Y'all can tell me at the end. But yeah, just some line of action studies. These two are my favorites. His face could have been widened a little bit. These are stickers that I made for my best friend. It's just an inside joke. And I wanted to do more studies, but I got sick of it, so I just gave up. Cowboy Bebop fan art, because why not? This was in the time that I was obsessed You know, we're watching a bunch of different animes. I started my new Instagram account and proceeded to not post for a whole bunch of months. So, haha, just a random doodle. I don't like this drawing as much, but this was in my Sims brainrot phase. My OC Emmeline, she's a Harry Potter OC because I have multiple hyperfixations. Was testing out my new Poscas that I got. And then here I was going through, some respectful thievery. So I took some art styles that I liked, different aspects of, and I decided, why not? Let's see how I can take what I like about this and put it into my own style. I mixed and matched a few, but these two are kind of my favorites. So I got sucked into the Sonic situation. You know, I'm only human. So yeah, I got sucked in, and just decided to draw him. And then you know how they have like those torso, they tell you to break it down into like a bean. And so I drew this years ago, and I just decided, you know what, I have an idea based off of that, but I couldn't get the angle right, so I gave up. I started my lots this day and had a drawing to commemorate it. This is my OC Erica, both of these, but this is reference from Chubby Artist Anew from Instagram. And these are all my OCs. I started out with this one, and then I just decided, hey, if I'm just gonna draw her, I might as well draw a bunch of my OCs. This drawing is so cute. Like, their little faces. Oh my god. It's not the best, but his face is so cute. And he's not a main OC or anything, but, you know, I was playing around with the idea. Of course. Oh my gosh. I love Orion. I love him so much. He's one of my favorites. I gotta show her more love. And it continues. Pause to read if you like. But this took me a couple days, actually, just to finish up. And see, here we are again. These in and out pages folding up. Oh, this was the time around Art Fight. So Art Fight was starting up. This would have been the first time I was on Team Bloom. We won. I was sketching them out on my sketchbook, the characters, and I decided to keep them with the same style as, you know, the last drawings that I showed, because those are the drawings I used to showcase my character. So I was like, might as well keep it the same. It's simple. So did them traditionally, then changed them into a digital drawing after. I like some of these. This just continues a few more. I was trying to decide if I wanted to give floating eyelashes or not. My OC Twisty as the halfway mark. This took me actually, I sketched it I think in June and then came back in September to finish it. Like, oh my gosh. This sketchbook was full of breaks and art blocks. And I don't like this drawing, so moving on. But I can tell you that it is a drastic shift in the second half of this book. It's like I got on my A game. I'm not even gonna lie. There were still art blocks. Keep an eye on them dates. But this is when I started my YouTube channel. So how meta is that? Like, I was doing thumbnails for my little icon, and it turned out, I think I did both of these, but this is the one I use on YouTube. Then I try to practice expressions and don't like it. This is, I don't know if I could consider her OC. I draw her like in almost every sketchbook, but she's not named. She doesn't have any kind of background. She just exists. Ignore the plunger. If y'all want to give her a name, y'all can. I'll take suggestions, to be real. I was trying to practice how to draw locks accurately, you know, with the grid. I think I was using Joyous as a reference. Then my OC is Kiara. I hate this drawing. And then her boyfriend, Kane. This is her actual man's. I just can't draw him right. So I gave up on the shoes, and you'll see. I tried to let go of the perfectionist in me that tells me I have to finish everything and make it as good as I can. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do his feet because I can't draw feet and I don't want to. And then I realized, like, who's going to make me draw the feet? And so I didn't. Then oh my gosh, I do Nanashi so dirty. I do her so dirty, and I need to redeem myself. But yeah, that's her. Don't look like her. Try the expressions again in my style. I really like this one. But you know, the body, the pants are alright. But this is where I came to the realization that I need to decide whether I want to go full cartoony or semi-realistic. I'm stuck in between, and it's making me not like my art. So gotta come to that decision. Practicing some hands because I know I need to practice them, but I hate doing it. So I force myself, at least for half a page. and then decided to try to go back to working on eyes because I was starting to not like how bland these were. And so I think I settled mostly on this for some of my other drawings, but I don't know. This was a YouTube video. I don't know why I decided to make it a YouTube video, but yeah, the finished art isn't that good. But I do like this drawing. I like this. I was working with a rainbow color pencil. Nice. I like this drawing, let's just say that. Trying to do some more figures in this book because I realized I did them all in my other book. Did a few studies. I said a couple studies after like 2 months. Yeah, because this is November, and when was this? September. Wow. Wow. This is also a YouTube video, and y'all see how close it is. Like literally the next spread. I was on a block, bro. Made a whole video about art block just to go back into art block. Anyway, first YouTube script. This is my brother's art. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. I love my brother's art. This is a sketch for a comic redraw that I did, which you'll see coming up. I was trying to draw Kiara at first, but it just wasn't working out. Scan at your own risk. You probably can't even see it, but I'll make sure you can, just in case you want to. Anyway, oh yeah, my cousin had a baby shower, and I doodled this while I was there. Let me get my children, because I still have them. Hold on. These are the babies. It was a baby shower game. Y'all can look it up to see what it's about if y'all are interested, but yeah, I got 3 babies at the end of the night. You know, I took care of them. Hard-working mother. So this is the finished drawing or finished redraw of that sketch from the last page. This is how I met my best friend. And it's so much better. It's still issues, you know, some things I don't like about it, but for the most part, I like it. I especially love this frame right here, this panel. Oh my god. And the colors, even though it's a few of them, I still enjoy it. Then this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure brainrot. Yeah, it happened. And I was like, I gotta make my own characters, but I'm not only gonna make my own characters, I'm gonna make a whole family tree. And so I did. Yeah. There we are. Sorry for the shaking. Anyways, I continued with that because, you know, the brain rot was real. Even making different designs, like I think I did tombos as a base and then colored pencils on top. Just tracing the bleed through. Trying to come up with a stand. Didn't really work out. And then just did this piece on some marker paper that I have. Again, these folded up corners. And then this was around Christmas of last year. And we played like a ring toss game. And I ended up winning one round. Pat on the back, pat on the back. My mom, my papa, and his wife. We watched Tuxedo, which, oh my gosh. Tuxedo with Jackie Chan. This movie, it's just childhood for me. I can't explain it. We had it on VHS, bro. Oh my god. This movie is my childhood. I love it so much. It may not look like Jackie Chan so much, but just having it there makes me so happy. Even more alternate designs. I feel like, yeah, them last few pages is when I started getting on my grind. So I really kind of like these. I was just doodling. Did a reference from Pinterest that I like, and I since realized a lot of artists use these same references, so that's something. This is covering up a bad drawing, but you know, for the sake of y'all enjoyment, I'll show it. Get a good look. Just get a good look. Never seen again. Okay. And I turned this into a digital piece as well. I may pop it up here. Unless I'm lazy. And then these are my OCs, Grover and Lori. I love this so much. I think I had to have referenced like a profile of somebody to get this result, but I love his hair. And we can ignore the Crimson Chin Artemis down here. That's just a random guy. And yeah, just some more of their relationship. I love these two. So I drew Lori again. I think I saw this on Pinterest somewhere and just wanted to draw it in here, and surprise, surprise, there's Spidey. I saw some cool eye makeup that I wanted to, you know, try drawing. We pretend we don't see the face beneath that. My hands were super shaky this day. I don't know why. And then I redrew that cat guy from earlier in the sketchbook for no reason. He was just filling the space. I don't like this page, but it's not the worst page, so I can't hate it. So yeah, I almost ripped this page up. This was for I guess you could say my first commission. This was just me trying to figure out the technique of getting it down, because I don't use acrylic a lot. So back in the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure brainrot, I cannot help it. And so I tried to draw a character. I really like this drawing. I may make it digital, I may not, but again, I love shapes. Here, I was realizing how close I was to finishing the sketchbook, and so I wanted to really get it done and just do whatever I had to do to get there. So I decided to just sketch out some random stuff. Yep, an uncomfortably long break from drawing again. Drew myself just sketches, some stuff I saw on Pinterest. If you see Pinspo, like I was inspired by Pose or something, but changed a lot of it up. Artemis again. I didn't realize how much I drew him. And just randoms. Then this right here is marked off, but the start of my third attempt at the 100-day challenge. 100 days of drawing, straight drawing. I tried this once. The first time I did it, I succeeded. And I was like, okay, cool. I tried to do it again. I got maybe 50 days and gave up. Quit. And I said, I'm not doing this again. I just don't got it in me. I finally was like, forget it. We doing another 100 days. And so I did like a little skull study, of course. Random drawing, seeing eyes again, because I'm still in that art crisis. Here is the sketchbook mascot, because I realized, wow, I'm almost done with the sketchbook and I haven't drawn her. I doodled her out a couple times, and yeah, and I realized her color scheme was so close to Twisties that I had to draw them together. And now I'm wondering, do I make them a couple, or do I keep them living their single lives in whatever universes they come from? Decisions. Decided to do like a finished little marker piece of her, and she looks different, but I really like this girl because I like the shapes, the lines. And I just wrote almost done because I was almost done with the sketchbook. My normal, cop-out methods when I don't know what to draw, don't have any ideas. I just have somebody draw shapes for me and then draw what I see. I don't have any words. I think this is like the one cat that I was talking about, and a pig. Oh, and a snake, of course. And again, I drew another picture because I'm like, I'm so close to being done. These are just the color thumbnails I did. And yeah, the finished thing. Just some frogs I did in Posca. And then the base is like marker with color pencil. I kind of like it, I kind of don't. Then this is also technically a redraw from one of literally my first completed sketchbook. When I first did the 100 drawing challenge and actually succeeded, I did some expressions of Ogaki, and oh my god. I don't know if I'll insert a picture. I'm not even gonna promise y'all that, but yeah, they didn't look like my boy. Let's just say that. And I finally came to the realization I could make his tail, first of all, be expressive with him, and he has like these little side eyes. Sorry, my finger's shaking. He has like these two eyes on the side, and they can be expressive too. I usually just draw them like circles, but oh my god, I was so excited when I came to that realization. Nice. Another redraw from that first completed sketchbook, because I'm so original that I ripped ideas off for myself. So this was how I originally drew it. I was ambitious, I will say, very ambitious. So I did some thumbnails of how I wanted to change it, and even came up with some new ideas that I don't feel confident enough to execute now, but they're cool. This is what I ended up with. I like it. I like the angle. And I decided to kind of snatch it, and I drew Paya a couple times. Ignore all of that. I think I referenced this off Pinterest somewhere. I don't know why. I just did. And this was also a Pinterest ref that I stylized. I don't care for this drawing too much. I don't normally celebrate my characters' birthdays, but I realized it was his, so I had to, because I think he's my favorite. I really think he's my favorite, despite how many times I drew Artemis in this book, Just a little idea with him and Annoys. And then my one and only background attempt. Yeah, the bed's wonky. A lot about it is wonky. Let's be real. I didn't even try with this because I was like, what's the point? But I'm pointing out all the flaws, but it's actually pretty okay. It's pretty okay. I'm proud of myself. Because I use Ohuhu markers and I've had them for years. And this is the first time I've used this freaking, or one of the first time I've used this bright neon highlighter and just almost did already. I'm like, wow. Okay. So this is how you do me. I've gone through and covered up because I don't know YouTube's terms of service. These are studies. It's for my artistic learning, YouTube. Anyway, yeah, these are studies from that book. Because again, I be copping out. I be wanting to be done with these sketchbooks, so I cop out. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite spreads that I did in there. I'm like, whoa. This was the first time I tried like for real drawing a skull, and I like it. This one is kind of but I like the side view. Man, and these poses, like I really got into doing more figure studies than usual, and then even more just me happy because I was able to cop out. These are some of just my favorites in general. This one was like a minute, but I love the movement. They're not that good, but it's good for me. Okay, here we are. Here we are. This right here. Oh my God, this was the original from 2020 when I got the Art Snacks box. This was the original drawing that I did and eventually became this sketchbook's mascot. He didn't have too much going on. I didn't care. But the multicolored hair, I was like, yeah, that's a move. And the flipped eyebrows, okay, she doing something. So I made her the mascot off of this drawing. This is how I was drawing in 2020, y'all. Oh my God. I've come a long way. Let's say that. I've come a long way. I'm so glad I don't draw like this no more. But yeah, I tried watercolor because I was like, I can't draw this character as the final page in the sketchbook and it not be watercolor. It's a whole completely different style. Like I had a grid built out, everything. I was like, I can't mess this up. And it looks too realistic for me in some ways. And obviously it's not realistic at all, but I would have wanted to go more cartoony like I did like this because I love this one. I like this one the most. Top tier. This one, I like what I was going for and the wisps in her hair, but overall, I was impatient with watercolor then. I'm still impatient with watercolor now. It bleeds everywhere. It doesn't do what I'm wanting it to do, and that's because I didn't follow my goal in the beginning. So haha, joke's on me. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that is all. Sketchbook number 7 down. I do have my next sketchbook. Hold on, let me get that for y'all. Sorry if the light changed at all, but yeah, I am now going to be using this big boy Crescent Render sketchbook. Crescent. I'll put the tag in the back so I'd always know. And this one, I'm excited. It's the marker paper. It feels a little weird, kind of like they stuck 2 pieces of marker paper together, but we'll see. I got a lot of big hopes for this one. I might do like a start this sketchbook with me because it's, oh, I forgot. Might as well give y'all a sneak peek. I did this yesterday as of the day I'm filming this. And yeah, it's just Ogaki, me playing around with them. I decided I'm just going to stick it in here, testing colors and whatnot. Yeah. But anyway, other than that, there's nothing in the sketchbook. So y'all might see me decorate and start it. Who knows? I might go MIA for another 6 months. So we'll see. Thanks for, watching my sketchbook tour. It was a year and 5 months in the making. But yeah, y'all let me know if I accomplished that expression. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.